Hello everyone and welcome to another review episode from GadMode, and today we'll be doing the unboxing of the latest release from Honor, which is the Honor 6X, and we'll unbox both the color variants, which is the grey and the gold variant of the same phone, having the same configuration, which is of 3GB RAM and 32GB internal storage. So without delaying, let's proceed further to contents of the box. Now the box carries the same contents like that of any other Huawei or Honor device, which is the service warranty card that ensures the warranty of a device, and then we have the SIM card ejector tool that is used to eject the SIM card slot, which is a hybrid one apparently. And then we have this charger that is a fast charging, which the company claims is a fast charger with a 5 volt 2 ampere specification, and the cable that is used along with this is the normal micro USB version 2.0, and this adapter looks like any other normal fast charging capable adapter that is available in the market out there with a configuration of 5 volt and 2 amperes. Now coming to the phones, the design and look of the Honor 6X from a distance looks quite expensive in both the color shades. Now that is something good which you actually get at this price point, which is at 12,999 rupees. Now when you flip the phone, it has this often recycled slot metal back with a slightly curved corner. A circular fingerprint scanner sits below the dual camera setup, and it is nice to see both these features at such an affordable price. Beneath the back panel sits the Honor's long high density 3340 mAh battery, which the company claims to deliver 2.15 days of usage, and that's a normal usage, and 1.5 day of heavy usage. Now this is also something which is called as impressive, especially when you take into consideration the highly efficient Kirin 655 octa-core processor and the high definition 1080 pixel 5.5 inch high HD screen. So the overall design aspect of the Honor 6X resembles to that of the Mate 9. The reason being, both of these phones come from the same stable. Now taking a detailed look at the Honor 6X design aspect, as said earlier, this phone packs a 5.5 inch Full HD display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. On top of the screen, we have the 8 megapixel front facing camera just beside the receiver speaker and the sensors, and towards the bottom we have these two grills that are for the speakers of the phone, and one of the grills has the loudspeaker and the other one has a microphone, and on the top there is a 3.5 mm audio jack along with a secondary microphone. Now surprisingly, the company has not provided an IR blaster along with this model. Coming to the back, there is this dual camera setup with a 12 megapixel camera along with the 2 megapixel secondary camera to capture in-depth information, and there is this LED flash next to it and the fingerprint sensor which is present below the cameras. Bottom of the back has the Honor logo, and the volume rockers and the power button are present on the right hand side. Now the interesting fact about these buttons are that these are made up of metal. On the left hand side there is a hybrid SIM tray that accepts 2 nano SIM cards or 1 nano SIM card and a micro SD card, with the maximum capacity of which is 128 GB. So taking a closer look at the front of the phone, again we can see the 8 megapixel camera, 5.5 inch Full HD screen and 2.5D curved edges, and the bottom of the screen has this Honor logo with no capacitive buttons on the body of the phone. Now compared to the Honor 5X, the 6X has more compact design since it has a more screen to body ratio of about 76%, and even though the phone looks big, it is just 150.9mm tall and 72.6mm wide, thus making it one of the most compact phones with a 5.5 inch screen. So let's just power on this device, and in the meantime, while this gets switched on, the general specifications of the phone are like a 5.5 inch Full HD display, octa-core Kirin 655 processor, 3GB RAM plus 64GB internal storage, and microcard support up to 128GB, 12 megapixel main camera plus 2 megapixel depth sensing camera, with both of which combine together to form the dual camera setup at the back, an 8 megapixel front facing camera, and 3340 mAh battery, EMUI 4.1 user interface with Android Marshmallow 6.0. Now as soon as you switch on the phone, you are greeted with the EMUI 4.1. Now the phone runs on Android 6.0 Marshmallow, that is customized with this user interface. And this is pretty much the same version that we saw on the Honor 8, which means you will get the same level of customization minus a couple of features like the ROG power saving mode and etc etc. The single layer interface offers plenty of customizations right from the transition animations to the themes. And the notification shade is also split into tabs with separate notification from the toggle switches. Now this version of the EMUI also has the option to customize the settings of the shortcuts that lie just beside the notifications when you swipe down, but these are limited only up to 9 lines where you can customize according to the boxes arrangement. So if you open the settings of the phone, you get this option on the bottommost line, which is about the phone, where you can find all the necessary information about this phone. Now for some reason Honor has decided to launch the 6X with completely out of date version of the software. I mean, even though almost all the Huawei or all the older phones are being updated to the newer EMUI 5 that is built upon Android 7, this is surprisingly being shipped in with Android 6 that is customized by an EMUI 4.1. So this shipping in of the device with an outdated software might be a drawback, but it is actually compromisable when you compare to the other specifications. Now coming to the camera part of the phone, as mentioned earlier, this phone has a dual camera setup on the back, and it actually gives a look that is similar to the Mate 9. And not only it looks like the Mate 9, but it also functions like the Mate 9. The reason being that instead of offering up zoom functionality, it uses the extra sensor to add up some in-depth detail to the photos. And it is also possible to alter the aperture from focal length 0.95 to focal length 6.5 to add the bokeh effect to the snaps. For those of you who don't know what exactly a bokeh effect is, a bokeh is where the background blurs and the subject stays in sharp focus. So we will be reviewing the camera and the other details of the phone in an in-depth review of this phone, which we will be releasing sooner. So this was our unboxing of the Honor 6X, and if you consider the competition, the Honor 6X biggest competitor will be the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 that was released recently through flash sale. But given the fact that this phone is not going to be easy to get a hold for a while, the Honor 6X is the most viable alternative. So do share your thoughts about this phone in the comment section. Do give a thumbs up for this video, and share this video and subscribe to our channel for much more interesting videos like these.